Hey, yeah. So day 2. Well, today is Sunday now, so need to get this. This is being MOT'd on Tuesday. So what I've done is I pulled battery out again and took that connector off, and that connector, one of them, the very little one, I think it was a signal wire for the relay, was all chewed up. Picture here as we're speaking. So I put that in. New battery from the Honda Super Dream. Swapped that over because I'm not using that right now. It starts up, that's great, but it's still got that problem that I showed in the last video, whereby she revs freely on the stand, but you sort of wait on the back wheel, any transmission, under load, it just goes BUH. So I suspect it's not the, what are they called? The weights in that spinny twirly thing. The bit at the back, which is like a clutch basket slash, I think it's called a torque converter, which when it spins up, it sort of comes out, in and out, and so changing basically the gear ratio. I think that is stuck on, like stuck closed, and it won't open up. When you rev it up, it goes, comes out. Anyway, it will become apparent. There's oil seals and stuff in there, and they seize up, and all the grease comes out. I suspect it's all the grease come out and it's not doing its thing. Anyway, enough babbling. I'm going to take all this off and have a look. Alright, so there's a few bolts to look at. All around here, there's a screw here. So let's get them all off, get this off, and have a look, see what's going on. If I can. I have to remember, right, this pulls just clips on. Yeah, it's got like a bung, and a screw there. Little pain. There you go. And then that comes up, so you can get to all these little. That one come off as well. I think that's probably going to come up as well, just that one little clip there. Get that coming out of the way. I do have the circlips. There. Right, they're all little 8mm. There. One Kickstarter. It's probably one of these things you have to take all the way out. Here we go. Here you come. It's a bit stiff. Got to wiggle it off. Got some splines. There you go. Put it back in there. So don't forget about it. You have to remove that bolt fully, like in most Kickstarters, otherwise it doesn't come off. Right, behind here, if memory serves, it's been a while. Is a bolt which you've got to take off first. There it is. You've got to take that bolt off first, because it moves the back wheel. You need to lock it with a special tool, or potentially use like an impact gun. I'm just going to show you, I've got these tools anyway. This one's made by Piaggio, and that just goes. There's 2 holes in there when you line them up. There's the oil roll. That goes in there. That goes in there. Those are the holes, and that locks it up basically. Then you get a spanner on there, ratchet bit even. What do you reckon? Size wise, 19, something like that. Yeah, 19. Get your ratchet on there. Like I said, you can buzz it off if you've got an impact gun, which I do have, but I'm going to use this. And evidently it's quite tight. Bloody hell. There you go. Off she comes. washer there as well. It's got a lot of corrosion on that. White chalky corrosion. There's also a bearing in there. I'll just make note of that. Okay, so that's off all these nuts. Make note of where they come from because some of them are longer than the others. Same size, same size, same size, same size, same size, yeah. Also one of them down here, it's got an earth strap on it, on there. All same size so far. This one down here is holding the rear brake cable, two of them. Again, now it's slightly smaller. Small one, and again. There we go, another one there. Yep, there we go. Third one holding the brake cable. Another, oh, that's a bigger one. Interesting, so remember all these. A long one. There. A long one. Is that all of them? I think. So. I'm actually saying that, guys. These two here, these two short ones, I should not have taken off. They are for the oil pan. So I'm going to put them back in quick, otherwise match that leaking oil. We all make mistakes, don't we? So yeah, I'll put that back in. There's two. That one there. Sorry. So I tell you a lie, they're all the same size. Those two ones you won't be taken off. It's been a bit dopey. Okay, so that's it. All off, supposedly. Will it come off? Yes, it will. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in total, all same size. Let's give it a little wangle off. Ah, dipstick is holding it in. There you go. Nice clean oil in there. Like I said, I changed the oil on this before I put them all away, and all the filters on them. You've actually got what looks like some levery points, but so I'll get off. Right. There you go, popped off. I'll wait for you. There you go. So here we are. Bearing feels okay. That should kickstart a mech. Okay. Right. Just pop that old cap back on there. So this is the CVT transmission-y thing. Constant, something variable transmission. I don't know. Anyway, this roller's in here. Whereas when that spins up, the rollers move outwards and push this out, so that bolt goes wide to small to small to wide. When it revs up, that goes up. And this edge, this end, sounds a bit rough, doesn't it? This is the clutch bell. Okay, looks a bit glazed, doesn't it? This is your clutch friction plates. So as you rev, as the back wheel turns, these move outwards. Grab this and and spinning the wheel, but also, I don't know it works, but exactly. But also, this moves in, making the belt go smaller, making it like a lower gear sort of thing. What I think is happening is this is not squeezing for some reason, and it's staying in that position, hence why it doesn't want to get going sort of thing. So this thing should move in and out, in and out, in and out, but it ain't, as far as I can tell. Right, okay, so I've got to remove this. Again, you can buzz it off, or locking tool. I'm not sure where that one's from. It's probably, yeah, it's that B on there, probably the same make as, I bought them years ago, before I had Impacts. Probably the same make as that. You can probably get them, you know, online. But that basically goes in there, into that hole, into the teeth, and then you use one of the original nuts that you took off, or one of the bolts that you took off, and screw it in there, he says. Okay guys, I've taken both these bikes apart now, okay, and only difference I can find, they're both moving out nice and easy, nice and smooth. This is the one that was okay. The only difference I can find is, let's do a bit, get a little bit of glaze in there. But that, compared to the one that's playing up, it's, yeah, some really highly polished surfaces, quite uneven as well. And there's that central line in the middle. So I can't really see any issues as such. This is fine. This one judders when you take off. They both move in and out nice and easily. Easy peasy. So what I want to do, I'm going to rough up these surfaces, take the glaze off, and then I'm going to get something on these as well, probably a square block so there isn't any even sort of on it, and that's all I can think it is. Both rollers they're all good. This is the one off this bike. There's no wear at all, really, at all. It's only done 12,000 miles, this bike. I mean, there's no massive flat spots. I mean, they're all in the correct way as well, which was that metal bit that way, like that. So, and this is all you know, good. And one thing I did notice actually on both the bikes, when you push them in, you get that grinding, or get that noise on both of them, but you know, when they're out, it's fine. And yeah, so I'm going to sand those down, put back together, see what happens. I've got some 80 grit sandpaper. I'm just going to take up all the shiny edges of this clutch belt. Fingers crossed. I mean, hopefully that's all it is. Just that it's sort of slipping on here. I mean, it does look really glazed. So it's going to be like that. Right round. Tight. Now I've got a flat edge. I'm just going to get a nice even sand on these clutch plates. Friction pads, what they're called. So what I've done, I've scuffed all that up with 100 grit, followed by a little bit of scourer. Got some great cleaning through that, make sure it's okay. And on the clutch assembly, all those pads have been scuffed up. Nice. I'll clean this area here, and a bit of brake clean again, and I also pop some grease in that bearing there. And on the other side, this has been scuffed up, you see, very lightly, just the sheen off. And again, with here, all clean. I don't think you need any lube on these, but I did clean up a little bit. All right, and that moves freely inside there. So there we go. So now we'll put it back together, and I'll do the exact same on this one. Even though this one runs okay, I can see a little bit of corrosion in there from storage, so I'll give it all clean up. Do the exact same things I've done on mine, and yeah, see it goes from there. So the question is, do I remember how this goes back together? I think so. That goes in there first, isn't it? Oh no, in that bushing thing, penny, nice and loose, that's good. That goes in there. Without dropping all of the stuff in there. Yeah. That free in? I think so. We'll see in a bit. And then we have the belt to go in here. I think it makes it easier if you wind it in. You wind it in first, like this. Then put the belt in. He says. Yep. Oh, I don't know. Pop it in there. Put it in. Like that. That's just about in there. This goes on first, doesn't it? Or was that first? Yeah, that goes in there first. So that I that there. Then this. There we are, we're on. Along with thin washer. So this is when I realise that it's much easier if I do that original thing whereby I, like squeeze the clutch bell thingy until I can put the belt in, so it's much sort of looser in there. You know what I mean? Then do what I'm doing now without whacking it so much. I can't get it in properly now because the belt is sort of in the way of that washer that I'm taking out now. So take it on the other side, squeeze it, put the belt in, put it back together, and then basically it all goes back nice and smoothly. I sort of whack it out now and it all falls over the floor. I'll make sure. Oh, so you lose all your rollers. Bowls. Right, I've been looking through some online manuals. Apparently this one's 80 Newton meters and this one, once I've got the cover on, is going to be 60. Alright, there you go. You could just whazz them on, I suppose, with one of these bad boys. This is powerful enough, you don't want an impact wrench for it. But yeah, you get torque specs for a reason, so I'll adhere to those. Alright, so there we go. Basically it's in reverse order of where to get apart. All the screws back in, not forgetting the earth cable, which is there, engine earth. And that back on with a tool again. Torqued it up to 60 millimeters there. New cable tie there. Just there. And then it's just lastly this panel on, unscrew, and we're back together, and hopefully that has fixed the issue. Let's see. So with the assistance of my little man, it's all back together. I'm pretty confident that it's going to be better now. So Remember before, it was sort of juddering away, wasn't it? I can't beat you up. Assistant. Let's start it up, dude. You know the procedure. Hold the brake lever in and press the button. So before, let's have a look. Oh, that's better. Now actually it revs a bit. Yeah. Good. Oh, I'm not going to crash into it, dude, don't worry. Yeah, we bet you're a scooterist, scooter boy. Okay, watch out for the dirty floor. So, result. Now I've just got to put the other one back together now. Let's on to other stuff. Whee. Right, dude, come on. Let's make some space here.